the Green Party launched its general election manifesto with a call for a peaceful political revolution to end austerity and tackle climate change. It pledged to stop the creeping privatisation of the NHS and increase the minimum wage to £10 an hour. Leader Natalie Bennett and Caroline Lucas, the party's only ever MP, unveiled a plan to help the 2 million children growing up in cold homes. They want an insulation program for the worst affected 9 million homes. Introducing the manifesto at the Arcola Theatre in Dalston, East London, Ms. Bennett said it represented a genuine alternative to business-as-usual politics. She said she wanted to take back the NHS and the railways from the private sector. The 84-page manifesto, entitled For the Common Good, sets out the Greens' main policy pledges, including creating 1 million jobs that pay at least a living wage, 60% rate of income tax, a new wealth tax on the top 1%, a Robin Hood tax on the banks, banning fracking, investment in renewable energy, scrapping university tuition fees, cutting rail fares by 10%, abolishing the bedroom tax. The Greens are fielding a record number of candidates, 571, on May 7 and claim a surge in membership numbers to 59,000, more than UKIP and the Lib Dems. Ms. Lucas said a free nationwide insulation program to tackle cold homes, specifically in areas blighted by fuel poverty, would help 2 million children. She also called for extra £1.3 bn on the NHS budget to deal with the associated costs of cold homes. We believe if we invest in insulating people's homes, we can get their fuel bills down on a permanent basis, Ms. Lucas told BBC Radio 4's Today programme. It would also get our climate change emissions down and could create hundreds of thousands of jobs. And crucially, for every £1 invested in this programme, it's estimated that £1.27 comes back to the economy in terms of the benefit in jobs and reduction on the NHS bill. Ms. Lucas said the government had a woeful record on energy insulation, with the installation of energy-efficient measures in UK homes falling by 80% over the last 2 years. The Green Party has called for a progressive alliance with the SNP, if it has MPs at Westminster in the next Parliament. Ms. Lucas ruled out backing a Conservative government, but said Green MPs could support a minority Labour administration on a case-by-case basis. That would give us a real opportunity to push Labour on the policies we know the public wants and which are at the heart of our manifesto, she said. Whether that's scrapping nuclear weapons or reversing the privatisation in our NHS, whether that's returning local schools to local control or bringing rail back into public ownership. Scrap road building. Recently, Ms. Bennett said the party's policy of a citizen's income of £72 a week for every adult in Britain would feature in the manifesto, but that it would take longer than one parliament for it to be implemented. The cut in public transport fares would be paid for by scrapping new road building programs, while the party is also expected to pledge free social care for the elderly. At the weekend, Ms. Bennett said the 60% top rate of tax would apply to people earning over £150,000 and that it would raise £2 bn a year.